90 and 57 run with the complimentary plays here on the video report over the past 75 days after a 2-0 sweep last night, giving you the Cardinals on the run line as a dog and the Texas Rangers as well. Today, I'm going to give you my in-depth breakdown and my free pick on the Giants-Redskins game, plus talk about that Memphis-Cincinnati college contest, giving you a total on that game. They're both coming up in just a moment. Hey, listen, props going out to Brad Wilton, guys. Yesterday, cashing in with a monster 200-dime release, number 6 out of 7 in baseball since he joined the site in February of 2013, right before the Super Bowl, as he scored with the Pirates, a $1.25 run line dog at Colorado. You got it as the half-price play of the day. I saw today that he had another big major wager release, 150 dime play, which matches the biggest NFL play he's ever had since, again, he joined this site right before the Super Bowl in 2013. It's 150 dime winner, number 7 out of 9 overall in all sports. It's your Giants Redskins side. And again, it's the half price play of the day simply by using coupon code 150 dimes, 150 dimes, 150 DIMES. That's your coupon code to get it for half price. Yes, it's the biggest play on the board here today from any of the handicappers. And yes, you're going to get it for half price because I continue to tell you there is absolutely no reason for you to pay big money to make big money. I've just never understood this concept in all my years in this industry. So again, it's the half price play of the day from a guy who has made $10 bettors over the past 2.5 months, over $13,000, and from a guy with 100 dime plays or higher is on a 16-6-1 roll over the past 6 weeks. The other props that have to go out today, or should that be other props that I don't know if that's singular or plural there for props, but the bottom line is this. How about the roll that Scott Delaney is on? Yesterday, 100 dime play, St. Louis, run line dog over Cincinnati. You got it for $29. The night before, 100 dime play, Cardinals, run line over Cincinnati. You got it for $29. Monday night, 100 dime play, $22. You got it with Houston on the run line over the Angels. That on the heels of hitting his 100-dime college football releases with New Mexico plus the points against Arizona State last Friday night and last Thursday night, a week ago today, with Louisville plus the points against Clemson. You got every single one of those 100-dime max wager releases at least half price off. Today, he's upping the ante. Second biggest play of the year in any sports. It's in baseball again. It's a 150 dime release. Now, keep in mind, as I always tell you here on the video report, with Scott Delaney, he considers major wager releases those plays that are rated 50 dime plays or higher. And with those 50 dime plays or higher, over the past 3 years, $10 bettors have won exactly $42,000. Today, again, you save $80. $80, which means you get this 150 dime major wager for just $29 from Scott Delaney. The coupon code is mismatch29, MISMATCH29. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Brian Rosica briefly. He had a 100 dime play last Sunday. Cashed in with, who was it? The Dallas Cowboys, the 5-point dog, or what was it? 5.5-point dog outright at Philadelphia. Then he came back with a 100 dime play on Monday night. The Jets outright at Indianapolis. Today, 100 dime winner, number 3 in a row. It's your Memphis-Cincinnati side selection. You get it at a savings of $70, which means you get it for $29 by using coupon code COLLEGE. Yeah, college. It's that easy. COLLEGE. Now, for your free plays, let's get to them and let's start talking about the game between the Giants and the Redskins. So, what have we seen here in the first 2 Thursday nights? We saw New England jump out to the big lead against Pittsburgh. We saw Pittsburgh come back, make it a 28-21 final in favor of New England. If you bought the half point in either direction, you picked up the win. Then, of course, last Thursday night, we saw the Kansas City Chiefs with an epic meltdown thanks to Andy Reid's ridiculous play calling, losing outright to the Denver Broncos as a 3.5-point home favorite. Of course, Monday night, we have seen 3 straight underdog outright winners, right? Atlanta upsetting Philadelphia, San Francisco upsetting Minnesota, and of course then the Jets just this past Monday night. Sunday night games, what have we seen? We've seen the Giants almost beat the Dallas Cowboys, should have beaten the Dallas Cowboys, and then we saw the Green Bay Packers rally. Finally, one of the primetime chalks actually getting the cover on Sunday night. So, what do we got going tonight? We've got the Giants as a 3-point favorite, which is a very fair line. An 0-2 New York Giants team that needs a win. Tom Coughlin, Eli Manning, everybody under fire here. And you got the Washington Redskins coming to town. The Redskins coming off a really easy dominating win at home against the St. Louis Rams, a Rams team that had upset the Seattle Seahawks in their previous game, winning outright in overtime. So what do you make of these Redskins, a team that blew a 10-0 lead at home in their opener against Miami, losing that game 17-10 with Kirk Cousins at the helm? Yes, that's the big question. Kirk Cousins, he of the 3-8 record straight up as a starter in the NFL. And let's not forget what happened in week 4 last year. Giants, FedEx Field down in Washington. Kirk Cousins, well, let's just say he struggled. And maybe that's being kind. But this is a PG rated program, so I can't use the word that I really intended to use. Bottom line, Kirk Cousins, 4 second half interceptions and a fumble, just for good measure, as the Giants rolled 45-14. Eli Manning in that contest, 300 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Odell Beckham Jr., monstrous game that night, 12 receptions, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins. That's all I really have to say to you. Kirk Cousins, 3-8. I'm sorry. I know the Redskins are much improved defensively, but the Giants are strong defensively as well. I know the Redskins can run the ball better than the Giants can, but it comes down to Kirk Cousins. And if I'm playing this game, I can't put my money on Kirk Cousins. Again, 3-8 straight up as a starter. I would go ahead and take the half point down with the Giants here. They desperately need the win. Listen, the Redskins are going to try to come out and establish the run. They did so very effectively against St. Louis last Sunday. They did so with Matt Jones, the rookie out of Florida, with 19 carries, I think 122 yards, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns in that game. But the Giants, through 2 games so far, have just given up 68 yards per game average running and 3.0 yards per carry. Now, I will grant you, that came against a Dallas team that's looking for its identity on the ground without DeMarco Murray. It came against an Atlanta team relying on a rookie out of Indiana who suffered a broken rib in that game on Sunday. But I also think something you always have to factor into these Thursday night games is the fact that the team that is on the road playing on the short week is always at a disadvantage. And by the way, FYI, if that team happens to be playing on the road in its second straight road game, that disadvantage, as far as I'm concerned, doubles. So in this case, if your line is 3 or 3.5, even if it's 4, I would absolutely go down and buy that half-point insurance, buying the hook down on the Giants. Certainly paid off 2 Thursdays ago in that New England-Pittsburgh game, didn't it? So I'm going to go with the Giants in that game. The other game is going to be between Memphis and Cincinnati. You got 2 teams here that potentially can put a lot of points on the board, and you have 2 teams here that also struggle defensively. I think of the 2 defenses here, if you can say one is worse than the other, even though Memphis lost 8 starters from last year's starting defensive unit, I think Cincinnati's is worse. This is a team that was dominated at home by Temple, and then last week got into a shootout and lucky to win 37-33 as a 21-point favorite at Miami of Ohio. Now, you look at that Memphis score last week at Bowling Green, 44-41, and you go, hey, it was a shootout as well. Yeah, but it was on the road. It was against a top-notch quarterback in Matt Johnson for Bowling Green, who threw for over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns in that contest. I think tonight's game at the Liberty Bowl, though, however, you've got to really wonder about the offense of Cincinnati. Gunnar Kiel is going to start. That's why you've seen this line drop from 10.5 yesterday to 7.5 today. Is he going to stay healthy enough? Is the offense finally going to get cranking? You know, the offense did okay last week against Miami of Ohio, but Miami of Ohio is awful. The offense did nothing at home against Temple, really just putting points on garbage time in the second half after the Owls took a commanding double-digit lead in a game that Temple eventually hung on for the win. Everything tells you in this game to lean toward the over. But at 68 points, I just want to be the contrarian here because I look at this game and I'm thinking somewhere between 61 and 66 points is going to be the total in this contest. I just really worry whether or not Cincinnati is going to be putting points on the board, able to match Memphis tonight in terms of whether or not Gunnar Kiel, who we have seen, has had a history of being bounced out of games for the Bearcats here in his 2 years as a starter. Can he stay healthy for this game? Because remember, he left the Miami of Ohio game after his head hit turf hard, suffered stiffness and soreness in both shoulders, and that's why he was even questionable to play here tonight. He's a gamer. He's going to play. He's expected to start. But I just think the contrarian play is the way to go here. And instead of thinking this is going to be some shootout, I think instead it's going to be a game that stays under the total. Not by much, but at least somewhere in that 2 to 6 point area. So again, Memphis and Cincinnati under, and the other free play, and the one that I like the most of the two, I have to be honest with you, would be the Giants. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.